When your pet needs urgent care, you need Animal Emergency Care, staffed with caring veterinary professionals with a state-of-the-art facility. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergencies only. Animal Emergency Care in Bellingham and online at animalemergencycare.net.
KAFE 104.1, it's Dave, Alan, and Patrice, 8:32.
It's our favorite day, Wednesday, because that's Critter Day, and we got some. Hi, Laura Clark from the Whatcom Humane Society.
Well, good morning. I'm sorry I missed everybody last week during the weather event. I was trying to keep everybody running at our facilities.
Yeah,
and
you had things to do.
glad that is all done. Hope everybody made it through.
Oh, we did.
We're all here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, these are adorable little kitties, huh?
So here we are in January. Not kitten season, but apparently there is no such thing as kitten season any longer. It is a year-round event now.
All right, explain that to me, Laura, because that's not like a human thing. It's not like there was a kitten season because people decided that kittens should only happen at a certain time. That's a biology thing. So why did that change?
Right. You know, it used to be spring and summer. The kittens would be born. The weather was warm. Sadly, you know, animals were reproducing, and you would actually have a season in animal welfare, and it would be kitten season. Well, now, through a combination of things, starting with the fact that we just have a really bad pet overpopulation problem in the country, but our region as well. So we have just too many unaltered animals out there doing their thing, combined with the fact that I know, yes, we just had this crazy cold weather event, but it has been warmer up until then. And so the cats are breeding year-round now instead of sort of seasonally like it used to be.
We need to have a talk with them.
We do.
No more doing your thing. When you grow up, don't do your thing.
It's not a problem if people would spay and neuter their animals,
Correct.
right?
And, you know, there's issues with that because there's a lack of affordable vet care. There's a veterinary crisis in the nation right now. Vets, you know, there's not enough veterinarians to handle all the animals.
Yeah,
so
anybody who has a vet knows that they're packed all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to get in. So a big shout out to Spay Neuter Northwest here in Ferndale, Dr. Monroe and her team. She has started a spay neuter specific clinic offering affordable spay neuter and vaccination services to folks that really need it. So if you are somebody out there who needs to get your animals spayed and neutered, contact Spay Neuter Northwest or contact Whatcom Humane, because we also have vouchers that we can help pay for the cost for spay neuter, because it is so important. While these little guys are cute that we're going to meet, there's too many of them.
Yeah.
There's just too many of them.
Laura, we were on your website earlier, specifically Patrice was. And first of all, is neuter really spelled with two O's? Is neuter really Nooter? Because it says that on your website. And you have some pretty, Patrice, maybe you, since you were the one Googling this.
I didn't Google. I like to go to the Humane Society Facebook page to see that you guys post frequently. You can see little animals. You see updates about the thrift store, you know, hours and openings and all of that. So I like to go to their Facebook page to see all the information. And I was just scrolling, and all I see was this like an orange cat, clearly, and it just says neuter across it. And I was like, all I can see is the cat's neck, is what I thought.
But
so
it wasn't.
That's not the neck, Patrice.
I clicked to open the picture bigger, and it just became very clear that was the part that probably gets neutered.
Neuter is Neuter, but the graphic you are talking about is actually from our friends at Spay Neuter Northwest, and it is just a graphic to
Oh, boy.
She made it. We're good.
to talk about the importance of spay and neuter. So, yes.
The photo, though.
It's the things that get removed in the neutering process.
Yes.
So should that be pixelated on the site? Or
I was going to say they're hairy enough
It's
to be
the reality.
pixelated.
If they're hairy, they still should be pixelated, no?
It's the reality. You know what?
Right.
If you spay and neuter, you won't have to look at images like
That's
that
right.
any longer. So,
Right, okay, all right.
It was not offensive. It was cute.
Well, it just like, wow.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, you go to the Whatcom Humane Society website, you think you're doing some great things for the community. We're learning about these things, and then bam, there it is. I mean, it's all hairy and right there.
Patrice held up her phone and said, "What am I looking at?" And we were like, "Okay,
this segment has taken a turn. We're here to talk about today's KAFE Kritters.
We're over here trying to promote your website there, lady, and next thing you know, this thing's popping out of Patrice's phone.
I don't even think we've said their names. We have Salem Salem, Sweetie, and Spirit, and they're all black, tiny little kittens.
And they're 3 females, Alan, so you don't have to worry about the neuter thing. We'll just worry about the spay thing, which they will be spayed before they go home. They will also be microchipped, which is a permanent form of ID. Mine is launching off my shoulder.
See, you know what?
Salem, Sweetie, and
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is so wonderful. And I came to this show as a dog guy, and I have to admit, I was kind of not. I was almost like an anti-cat guy. Not that I'm really against any animals, but since you've come on this show, and since I've been here doing this segment with you guys, I got to tell you, I love these little kitties. I like cats, except the ones that say my name out loud at Dave's house. But that still freaks me out. But these little and black cats, I have a thing about black cats.
Black cats are cool.
But they are cool. I've learned that on this show.
And these are all 3 black kittens.
So these are 3 little black sisters, and they are probably 8 weeks old. They came in as part of a litter of black and gray. I think there were 7 or 8 total.
Wow.
All the boys got adopted, but all these 3 girls are left behind.
That seems wrong.
And they're so fun. So if you want to be an instant crazy cat person, you could adopt all 3, and we're not going to judge. Or if you're like, well, I already have 2 cats, but I want another cat, come on in and adopt one of them. If they can either be adopted together or separately, but if separately, they definitely need a home where they have a brother-sister cat or other cats to play with. But again, here we are in January talking about kittens. It's crazy. We have kittens this time of year. It just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But if you're a person going, we got through the holidays, now we're ready to add a cat to the household, you can't go wrong with these guys. They're spectacular.
They're very
All right.
sweet.
Don't call my wife. My wife loves having a kitten, but they don't stay kittens all that long.
They don't stay kittens all that long, but I know you like your orange kittens, so
That's true. Yeah.
He likes the
We got 2 of them.
Garfield kittens, right? The ones that get they chunk up a little more.
Yeah,
They eat the lasagna.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. I'm trying to capture a picture, but this cat's not cooperating
There you go.
because it's such a black cat that it's hard to show up on film. There
and
we go.
Dave didn't dress appropriately for the black cat because he's in a dark colored shirt, so
There's
they
so
blend.
much. Yeah, there's so much movement there. It's tough to do portrait mode too. And it can, there we go.
What does the portrait mode do to a cat? Smooth out the whiskers?
Well, you see,
There's no wrinkles to remove.
Well, the black cat really, it really is. It's even blacker because Dave's gray beard. There's that. There we go. Oh, there we go.
I have the
How'd that
2 little
turn out?
cuties just snuggling on my lap right now.
I tell you, I have a black cat, and they're spectacular. I know they get overlooked because they're not unique, but I think they're great. So definitely come down and meet these girls.
All right. They are available for adoption now at the Whatcom Humane Society, along with just about every other kind of animal you could imagine.
You can, and I know Patrice is going to talk about our sponsor here in a second. I want to thank them personally because they helped us out last night with an injured kitty, middle of the night. That's when AEC, Animal Emergency Care, is there for you because animal emergencies never happen Wednesdays at 2 o'clock in
Right.
the afternoon.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Always right at the start of a 3-day weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, KAFE Kritters is brought to us by Animal Emergency Care. When your pet gets sick or has an emergency, it's scary. Finding help doesn't have to be. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergencies only. Animal Emergency Care and Boundary Bay Veterinary Specialty Hospital in Bellingham or animalemergencycare.com.
Laura Clark with our KAFE Kritters of the Week. Thank you so much.
Have a great week.